Ciao a tutti, sono Gianna. Volevo condividere quello che Dio ha fatto quest'anno qui a Feltre, in Italia e nella mia vita. Hey everybody, it's Jenna. I wanted to share with you all what God has done this year here in Feltre, in Italy, and in my life. I moved here about a year ago in September of 2019. And I have just been immensely blessed. Almost on a daily basis, I look at my life in utter disbelief and amazement that I get to serve the Lord in this capacity, and you all help make that possible. So thank you. Truly thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really cannot express my gratitude to all of you who have supported me financially, prayerfully, through texts and videos and emails of encouragement this past year. As you all know, it's been kind of a crazy, weird, strange year with the pandemic. I actually came home in March for what I thought was going to be 2 weeks, but shortly after my arrival, they actually closed the borders in Italy, and I ended up spending about 3 months in America, which was unplanned, but truly an unexpected blessing. So I got to spend a lot of time with my family, time I wouldn't have had otherwise. And Italy was actually in a full lockdown for almost the entirety of those 3 months that I was in the USA. So I actually would have been alone in my house for those 3 months, unable to see anybody. So it really was an unexpected blessing from the Lord. Now I want to share with you guys what God has been doing here in our church and just through the ministries that are taking place here. So one of the main things of 2020 has actually been our new church building. We purchased a new building in the center of Feltre a little over 2 years ago, and we've been doing renovations on the building. COVID kind of slowed us down quite a bit, but the building is coming along. We have the new walls, new staircase constructed. They put plaster on the walls. They've tiled the bathrooms. We have all of our new plumbing done. Electricity has been wired. So now we're just finishing up the painting. We have the flooring to do, some more aesthetics, getting in the actual plumbing supplies, fixing up our kitchen for our cafe, but things are coming along. So we are hoping to be in the building this year, but we'll see. We're not really sure when that's going to be, but we're definitely looking forward to it, and God has been doing some awesome things. Another one of the changes that's being made this year is that we actually have a new children's ministry director, Tamara. She's going to be taking over for Marco. And she's super excited, passionate. So we're excited to see what the Lord has in store. This past year, we also did a couple church outreaches. One of them was actually like a church individual neighborhood outreach. So we created these little card templates with a verse, little message for Valentine's Day. And we attached them to cookies. So every person in the church picked their own homemade cookies. And then on Valentine's Day, we went and delivered them to our neighbors, just with the hope of building relationships with them, getting to know them, kind of starting up that conversation, and also just pointing to the love of Christ and what Christ did for us on the cross. The other one that we did is actually at Christmas time. We've done it the past 2 Christmases. And there is a comunità, which is a foster home in our city. There are 7 teenage kids that live there, 7 staff members, and 7 adults with mental disabilities that also live and work on the campus. And so we actually bought Christmas gifts for the kids and bought gift cards for each and every one of the staff members. And we had individuals in our church do that. And they also were instructed to write a card of encouragement for each person. The year before, we were actually able to go and do a Christmas party with them. We did a cookie decorating contest, played some games, sang some Christmas carols, and cooked dinner for the whole comunità. But this year we weren't able to do it because of COVID, which was a bummer, but at least we were still able to buy gifts and give them cards of encouragement. Another one of the ministries that we're doing here is our women's Bible study. We're actually doing a book this year. Rachel leads it, all in Italian, and she's doing a phenomenal job. We have a time of worship and then just discussion about the chapter that we read, and a time of prayer at the end, and it has been a huge blessing. So some of the ministries that I'm involved in here, the main one is youth group. Myself, Luis, and then we have another youth leader, Mimo. We lead the youth group. Mimo does worship for it as well. I get to participate with him in that. It's been pretty fun. I love serving with these guys. They love the Lord. They love these kids, and it's been such a huge blessing. But our sister church in Montebelluna did a phenomenal job with these kids prior to us starting the youth group. And we still actually get to do some events and stuff with them. The main ones are winter and summer camps. And I was able to go in 2020 to both the winter and the summer camp that we had. After the summer camp in July, 3 of our teenage boys actually got baptized, which was pretty awesome. The video from the baptism is actually posted on my website. The other main ministry that I do is worship. So every Thursday and Sunday for our church services, I actually play the drums and or cajon. We have an amazing group of talented musicians, but more than that, just a group of people who love the Lord. And I love being able to worship alongside of them. I actually started tutoring, I should say, 2 of our youth girls in math this past month, which has just been a blast for me. And then one of the girls, after tutoring me, actually will be doing guitar lessons as well. Prior to COVID, I was actually going to the Comunità, the foster home here in Pedavena, and I was tutoring 3 of the teenage kids there in math and English. But since COVID hit, the Comunità has been closed to outsiders just for safety measures. So I haven't been able to return there, and I definitely miss those kids. In July, I actually bought a car, a 2002 Ford Fiesta. It has been a huge blessing having that vehicle. But we actually, as foreigners, are permitted to drive 1 year on our American license. And so I will be starting driving school next week. It will all be in Italian, and I will have to take a written test, all in Italian, on the rules of the road, and then take the actual driving test to get my Italian license. So that is my new challenge awaiting me in 2021. So that's a quick recap of 2020. Life is definitely becoming more consistent for me. I'm learning new things every day, but I am truly so blessed to be surrounded by such a loving, caring, compassionate group of believers here. This church in Feltre is absolutely amazing. And I truly have learned so much from them and have loved growing in the Lord alongside of them and serving the Lord alongside of them. I'm so grateful for their patience just with my inability to speak. If I could use one word to describe them, which is very difficult to do, it would actually be humble. I have seen tremendous humility displayed in this group of believers. They are willing to be corrected by the Lord and to be changed by Him. And it truly has ministered to me and challenged me to do the same. They are servants in every sense of the word, and I'm truly so grateful for this family that I have here in Christ. Anyway, just want to again thank all of you just for your support and your encouragement this past year, and just thank you again for making it possible for me to serve the Lord in this capacity. Miss you all. Love you. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.